Let's get ready for some karmic tea. All right, guys, the karmic tea. Spirit, please tell me what's happening in the karmic connection. All right, so let's see what's going on with this karmic tea. First of all, there's something very public about a very public death or a very public ending. There could have definitely been a death in the family that, you know, people were anticipating that this person may die. It could be a parent, a loved one, something like that. They could be going through that. That could be just an additional message that's outside of the karmic relationship. But inside the karmic relationship, we have a victory with death and the Knight of Pentacles. Somebody's been really waiting a very long time and working on ending this connection for many years. It looks like for the last 4 years at least, could be 4 to 5 years. This person's been really hoping and trying to get rid of this. It's coming in very, very fast within a matter of 8 weeks overall, underall. You're going to be getting some information, a phone call or a text about the fact that this karmic connection is soon to be over, if not over by the time you get the message. The person you're going to get the message from is a Virgo or a Taurus. And this person's going to tell you that they're having a really hard time getting over this karmic divorce or separation. They're not exactly feeling their best with the moon in reverse. This is a little bit crazy. This is, I'm not myself. I'm highly emotional. I'm overwhelmed with grief and worry and fear. Why would they be so worried about the separation? I don't know, but this is coming really fast. This is followed by the Queen of Wands, the Ten of Swords, and my good old originals card, the Five of Swords, conflict with all of them here in this picture. We've got Elijah, Klaus, Rebecca, and I always forget his name. I can't. Mercury retrograde. It just escapes me completely. If you guys remember his name, just put it in the comments. I know it's like a French sounding name with an M. I know it's not Maurice, but it's something like that. I can't think of his name. Anyways, so we've got drama, we've got conflict, we've got issues happening over here. There's definitely a Sagittarius involved, okay? And we've got two Saggy cards here, so this is about truth coming out. And I think there is some truth that is going to be revealed or has already been revealed that leads to this conflict. To be honest, someone here is walking on eggshells at home. They feel like if they say the wrong thing, a humongous fight is going to spark out. So very, very cautious about the words that come out of their mouth and what they say and how they say it. This is following a conflict that probably happened about 10 days ago. According to the cards, somebody accused another person of going off in their car and seeing somebody else. There's something about every time you're off in your car, you're off seeing someone, and I know you are. This person denies it and says, no, that's not true. I don't know why you would think that. And the person that did the accusing said, oh, I know in my heart. I know. I feel it in my intuition. I know what you're doing and what you've been up to. And this person has said they've been up to it for about 4 years, at least. Or maybe just 4 years out of that relationship, you know? But this person in Karmicville says, you've been fooling around for about 4 years. And I know you have, and don't lie to me, because I know the truth. And this person came back at them and said, well, how do you know the truth? How could you possibly know the truth? Because they were sneaking around alone, making sure no one was around, no one could see. But somehow someone saw them. 6 of Wands. There's a fight about being seen in a public place with the 6 of Wands. They're like, I saw you around a lot of people with this person. And it was a public setting. It could have been a park, a mall, something like that. Perhaps even a parking lot. There is a vehicle heavily involved in this reading. There's so many horses. We've got 3 of them. Someone also has a V8 powered vehicle, and they're accusing them of being in that vehicle, whatever this V8 vehicle is, and they're like, I saw you. I know it was you because I recognized your car. But this person is very secretive with the Scorpio energy, saying no. Denial. No, you wouldn't see because I was in the dark. And I made sure no one was around. So whatever you're saying is wrong. Your accusations are wrong, but they're not. the karmic is correct. And they're saying, I know. And they're like, why would you bring this one situation up after all these years? I feel like it happened a few years ago. And this person's like, you never let it go? We've been here talking about this entire time. Like, it's been years. Why are you bringing this up again? And someone's like, hey, I don't care how many years it's been. I'm going to bring it up if it's the facts, if it's the truth, if it has holding, like, I'm going to bring it up. Someone here is the loyal knight, which is, I would never cheat on you. I've never cheated on you. I've never lied to you. And the other person lies all the time. What a match made in heaven. What a match. Did you guys think of his name? Oh, thank you, Marcel. You're right, B. Marcellus. Marcel. I knew it had an M and it was French, but I just couldn't for the life of me put that name out. Thank you so much. So yeah. What I really like about that card is the secrets about a secret relationship. Klaus Michelson's sister, Rebecca, she had a little love affair here with Marcellus, that guy in the chair. She fell in love with him. And Klaus basically raised him from, well, he didn't raise him completely, but he had him as a young boy and raised him up into a man before he became a vampire. So he saw him as family. And he didn't want Rebecca messing around in that relationship because he didn't want the family to get destroyed if they didn't work out or there was some, problem between them. He's like, I don't want that to cause drama with him and I. So he was like, please don't see him. Like, you cannot. I forbid it. You cannot see him. You can see anyone else, but you can't be with him. But Marcel and Rebecca were like, screw you. We care about each other. We're really into each other. We love each other, and we're going to see each other. They got caught. Literally, they got caught in the act, and Klaus was shocked, and he locked Marcellus up in a terrible holding cell, which was like buried behind brick wall for a very long time, I believe. Or maybe it was actually in a cell, I don't know, but he trapped him there, even under a spell, so he couldn't get out, and he could never die. So what a terrible thing. And or he banished him, I don't quite remember, but it was just terrible. And Rebecca, he stabbed her, put her into a deep sleep, and stuck her in a coffin for decades. He didn't want them to see each other, and he'd had it. He's like, you guys didn't listen to me, and this is what's going to happen. And to him, 10 years was nothing. Even 20 years was nothing because whatever. And I think Marcel ended up being stuck for like over 100 years. Yeah, thank you, B. It was like 100 years for one of them. And they woke up and it was like a whole new century. And he's like, I don't care. He was cold and he was angry, and he's like, I don't care. If you have forever to live, that's a drop in the bucket. And he's like, that's punishment. And they were like, screw you. You shouldn't have punished us. Anyways, the point of why I'm bringing that up is secret relationships hidden behind someone's eyes that they didn't want to be seen, but then they got caught. And I think that's the essence of this reading. It's, we had a private secret relationship, or somebody did, and you got busted, 10 of swords, and someone's angry and like, I'm going to punish you here. Divorce. This is it. It's a separation. And this other person's like, no, you can't leave. You shouldn't leave. We've got to be here together. Like, you can't just take off. And this person's like, watch me. A B, it's a good show. You binged it for 2 months straight. Yeah, it is a wonderful series. It takes a while. Even if you watch it every day, all day, it takes such a long time to get through the series. Highly recommend it for a lot of people that want to watch a good series for a while. They have a lot of seasons. It's a very good show. It's entertaining. Anyways, you get involved and invested in the characters. So Justice is here now, bottom of the deck, and we've got the Queen of Swords. She's playing no games, but she is taking names and prisoners. So this person here in Karmicville is like, I know you're sneaking around. I feel like they could be sneaking around with a Gemini. And somebody might father that person's children, or it could be an ex-spouse, or there could be children involved in some way. But this person's like, I know I saw you, I spied on you. I watched you through a looking glass in some way, like through a camera, through my phone, through a video, perhaps even online. Like there's been some spy hunting for sure. And I've been watching. And so someone's caught, and there's someone that has authority that is involved. This person's older, an older person, and involved heavily, and maybe the cause of this, and refusing to see the truth. Okay, this is a rejection, and they're trying very heavily to manipulate the situation with the magician. But Justice is having none of it. There could also be a Libra involved, but Justice is like, no, whenever the truth pops out in a situation, I don't care about your feelings. I don't care about your feelings. All I care about is what's right and what's honest. And the honest truth is, this person's a liar and a sneak and a deceiver. And they've been deceiving for quite a many years. And someone's like, I didn't want to bring it up because it happened a while ago, but I'm going to bring it up. Whoo, the tea is served already almost. My gosh, let's see what's going to happen. Okay, we've got good news. The bouquet is coming in, which is a promise. It's good news. It's very 10 of Cups. We have the Book of Knowledge. All right. So good news. Information is coming in that does what? What is this knowledge that we have gained going to bring? What is this knowledge going to bring? So we have the scathe, this, however you say that, scathe. It brings a harvest. It brings something up that I told you children are involved. And it doesn't have to be a small child, but it definitely could be. A man and a child are involved. And a child could be, you know, any age, a minor. But a man and a minor is involved. This could be his child. It could be a love child that was caught. Very well, somebody could have been denying a love child. That's not my child, but it is. And that is here in the cards as well, denial of something. And somebody, it could also be somebody says, you need to take responsibility for your seed, for your child, to take responsibility and own up to this and be there and be supportive. Someone could also be in denial of seeing their child's father or mother. They're like, no, I wasn't. No, I wasn't. I wasn't fooling around with that person. It's been over for years. And someone here, could be Queen of Wands, is like, liar. It's not been over for years. I caught you red-handed. I have evidence. And this could be the evidence in the book. Somebody could have pictures, video. There's some kind of evidence on the table, I feel. And it helps that person's case. It's like going to court and saying, I've got evidence. And I do think somebody here would be kind of shocked. Oh my God, what do you have? And they're like, oh yeah, I have the goods. Someone's been holding on to this evidence for a few years though. Why wouldn't they tell them sooner? It's like they waited to plot for the right moment to throw it on them and be like, you've been cheating for years. And I have all the evidence. And someone's like, no, you don't. And they throw it out there on the table. And they're like, rip it up if you want, but I have copies. Mm-hmm. And someone here is saying, you're going to ruin my reputation. 6 of Wands. You're going to ruin it. Please don't do that. And someone says, you have 8 weeks to pack your crap and move along by yourself. Get on your way out of my life. I'm keeping the money, or I'm keeping the stash, or I'm keeping the stuff. It's over. Divorce. And it's definitely going to happen. This person's like, it's going to happen. So they're like, you have a couple months to get your affairs in order. This person is a mess. This person feels betrayed, lied to, 10 of Swords. How could you do this to me? What's worse, how could you have this evidence for all this time and never say anything? This person feels betrayed. But the sad truth is the other person's betrayed, because they're like, you're the one who's been doing it for years. How are you betrayed? Because I have proof and evidence and I've held on to it. And they're like, I'm betrayed because every day you smiled in my face. Every day I came in and you wore a mask. Every day I touched your body or laid next to you in bed at night or went off with you in the car for 2 days on a trip or whatever. You knew. And you didn't say anything. So I sat there around some fake person, and that's the betrayal. There's something about you've sat on this for years, which is all the times we spent together, fake. And somebody's like, this is what I wanted. I wanted this kind of sweet vengeance. I didn't just want to find out and cry about it and throw it in your face and that be the end of it. I wanted to betray you like you betrayed me. I wanted to hurt you, gut you, embarrass you in the most difficult way possible, because that's how you made me feel. Someone is taking out sweet vengeance. And I'm sorry, but the tea is, most of that vengeance is, I want you to feel betrayed, like how I felt when I found out. And this person's shocked. Wow. They're just like, I didn't think you had it in you. I didn't think you'd ever do something like this to me. The knives in my back, the betrayal, the backstabbing. And that was a lot of the originals in the movie as well. Rebecca felt very betrayed by her brother. And she was like, you of all people, to stab me and put me in a coffin for 100 years or a decade, whatever, you know, my own brother. All because why? I wanted love. And he threw in their face and he was like, I betrayed you. You guys were sneaking around for years behind my back after I told you not to. And you went ahead. In all the dark corners of this castle, you snuck around, and you're going to talk to me about betrayal? So they both had a point. They both made their point. And it was like Rebecca and Marcel, they had their point. Like, we're in love. We shouldn't have to hide it from you. But we did, because we didn't want to hurt you. But we love each other. they were harmlessly, not intentionally trying to hurt him, but in essence hurt him. And he took revenge. That's the way he saw it. He was like, well, tit for tat. Now you know how it feels to be betrayed. There's definitely the element of betrayal in this karmic tea reading. The karmic is not surprised, not shocked, and not even overwhelmed with emotion. That initial shock came and went. The moon's in reverse. The karmic's emotions about all of this are neither here nor there to them anymore. It's just about it being over and humiliating their partner. And this is all a humiliation. And they're like, boy, do I have a surprise for you. Boy, do I have a surprise. A big, juicy secret reveal. And it's enough to just demolish. Death, 10 of Swords, scythe, scathe, however you want to say it. And really, it's the final blow. And if you guys have ever played Mortal Kombat, there's this piece where a lot of you guys are knowing, you know what I'm going to say. Fatality. Fatality. And they're like, Katana, finish him. And I kind of feel like that's what this is, a fatality. And then the karmic's like, I'm going to finish you. I'm going to humiliate you. Hang on, guys. I'm trying to grab something down here. My feet are killing me, and I have to put my foot massager on. Because I don't know, I just can't stand it anymore. Alright, give me a moment, guys. Like, how annoying, Stephanie, you're in the middle of a reading. You guys don't know my foot pain. It's intense. Okay. Intense. Okay. I love my kids' toys under every single crevice of my life. Okay. Okay. Hopefully that's not too annoying or loud for you guys. Try magnesium lotion. All right, I'll give it a try. I shall give it a try. All right. Okay. Alrighty, so, all right, we're serving the tea. I really just think this person, and it could be a Sagittarius that is being told to leave, or a Virgo. But this person's shocked, and they're just like, I can't believe you got me. Like, and I'm thinking of Zootopia, like, it's a hustle, baby. It's a hustle. And that little fox guy was like, she hustled you good. You a cop now. I don't know. But someone here got hustled. The hustler got hustled. And I think that's kind of funny. But, you know, this karmic doesn't think it's funny. But the karmic is like, yeah, I hustled you. You thought you got me, but I got you. Oh, a big, juicy secret. Exposed. Wow. And this person's like, I can't believe you knew it all this time. Like, how embarrassing. How embarrassing. They can't even hide it. They can't even make any excuses. The proof is right here in the book. Someone's got receipts, facts, and evidence. And they're like, don't try to deny it. And, you know, this could be a literal divorce from a marriage. And like, you know, if you take this to court and you don't give me what I want, you're going to lose everything. So you better go along with what I say. Ooh. If you guys know about like a third-party karmic energy and you're like, you know for a fact that wife or husband has got to know, but you've never heard any problems, any drama, like it didn't seem like they knew. They know, they're just waiting for the right moment to expose. Wow, they're waiting for this person to get vulnerable. Bottom of the deck is, like I said earlier, embarrassment. They want to humiliate this person. And believe me, there's going to be a lot of embarrassment. And this could be in front of their family, could be in front of their children, their closest friends, maybe on public TV. Who knows? This could be like a famous situation I'm reading. I don't know. But there's this huge expose. And it's like people are going to talk about it and know about it. And this person's like, dang it, I can't even hide. This is embarrassing. I can't even have a moment to defend myself. This person has way too many facts and way too much evidence stacked up against me. The next one here is a warning. Yeah, and that's the warning I mentioned. Like, you have to go along with what I'm saying. Otherwise, I'm going to embarrass you further. Then we have shocking. Yeah, the shocking, juicy tea exposing the truth. And this person's like, I can't believe you've known all this time. Again, they're just like, unbelievable. The betrayer feels betrayed. Do you know how awesome that person must feel to do that to someone? When you get the moon in reverse, it intensifies the state of illusion. So like, it's not just some small one-time affair. It's, you know, not just some one little small time thing. It's like, this is intense. This is years of evidence. And it talks about someone not seeing things for truly what they really are, and even a refusing to accept the tea and the reality of the situation they're in. They're like, I'm shocked. I can hardly digest what you said, let alone accept the reality that we are getting separated, divorced, and moving on very quickly. Very, very, very quickly. And they're like blind to their own fault. They're blind to their own faults and actions. It's like, are you serious? And the karmic's like, are you really going to get mad at me for exposing you for all the dirt you've done? You're going to turn it around on me and go, how dare I keep this a secret for years and build up the tea to get what I want and use it to my benefit? Well, aren't you just the pot calling the kettle black? Blind to your own faults. This is destructive. And the moon in reverse is discovering what's been going on behind the scenes. Woo-hoo-hoo! The tea got so good. Ooh, I think I wanna shuffle these and play my like a tea sound, like I was playing earlier for you guys. That was just epic. I was like, oh yeah, we're gonna stir the teacup. I know you guys hear the massager, and that's not exactly a lovely sound, but nonetheless. Oh, poop. Those darn commercials. Okay. We're gonna stir this up. We're gonna stir up the tea. Stirring up the tea. There we go. All right. You guys like that? I thought that was cool. Meditation, aka shutting the F up, at least for a few minutes. Oh my gosh, do you guys remember that one part in like a short where this mom was talking to her husband? He was just talking all this crap at the table. And she's like, oh my God, shut up. Shut all the way the F-U-C-K up. And she's like, you need to shut the F-U-C-K up. And when you get, and she's like, you need to climb up, shut F-U-C-K mountain and shut the F-U-C-K up. And when you get to the top of shut the F-U-C-K mountain, I forgot the last bit, but it was like, just shut the F up, basically. And that's kind of what I'm hearing with this meditation. Someone's just like, shut up. Don't say another word. I don't want to hear what you have to say. Why don't you go sit and wallow in the fact that you just got busted and exposed? Someone is being told to shut the F up. That's for darn sure. It's on Instagram. Yeah, it's got to be. Yeah, sometimes you just got to let people have it. It's hilarious. You guys got to hear that short. Marcus, if you find that short on TikTok or Instagram, put the link in the comments so people can watch it. Or whoever knows that link, put it in the comments. So then we have be the person you needed to be when you were a kid. Or be the person you needed when you were a kid. And for me, that is, you got to be who you need you to be. It doesn't matter, you know, what the situation is. The karmic is like, I have to look out for myself. I have to be my best friend. I have to be my parents. I have to be my angel. I need to be the person I need. So they're just standing up for themselves. Little did we know, all these years, this karmic was building up a repertoire, or whatever you call it, of information. Wow. Keeping tabs, keeping evidence, photos, pictures. It's amazing what people are capable of. Someone's like, yep, I'm going to let you have it. All right. Then we have, your growth scares people who don't want to change. And someone's like, who are you? This is not the person I married. And the karmic's like, people change. People change, and no, I am not the karmic that you fell in love with. I am not the karmic that you met. I am not the scared, quiet, mousy little girl or little boy that you thought you could play. I'm the big dog. I'm the one you never saw coming. And bottom of the deck is, in order to love who you are, you can't hate the experiences that shaped you. So the karmic is like, I don't hate what happened. Whatever happened to you and me, that was all supposed to be. And I'm okay with that. I've accepted it. I'm grateful for the experience, and I'm grateful for you, but you're out of here, buddy. And justice is delivering. It is what it is. So let's see, with the scythe, whatever you guys want to call, what is being chopped besides the relationship, which we already know, that's pretty obvious. But let's get a little bit more tea about some of that chopping, some of that harvest. Ooh, girl, that's so exciting. Brandy, you found some land outside of Sedona. My journey begins very soon. Congratulations. That sounds lovely and wonderful and exciting. I'm so happy for you. It's beautiful out there. What a wonderful thing. I'm so proud and so happy for you. I'm excited. I wish that was my journey. That sounds lovely. All right, so let's see what else is going on with the harvest. What is that scythe bringing out to the surface? Whoa. So we've got 9 of Cups in the reverse, which is selfishness, a self-serving energy, and spying here with the Page of Swords. And it's just like, not only have you been hiding your selfish actions, you've been hiding money from me. Ooh, what? Oh no, 4 of Pentacles again. This karmic is like, you owe me money. By the way, before you leave and let that door smack you on the way out, I want my $20,000 or something like that. It's like, I want my money. And this person's like, what? I'm like, oh yeah, I want my money. I want my stuff, but you know, so you're going to have to give it to me. And again, you better give it to me or I'm going to expose you. I'm giving you a warning. I will let the authorities know. Perhaps we had the Emperor, there could be authorities. I'll let the authorities know something that you did that you don't want to get caught over. Or I will let your entire family know whatever your dirty secret is that I know you keep. Or I'll expose you on Facebook and things of that nature. And it's just like, oh yeah. If you think that I'm just going to walk away quietly with no money, no payoff, no stuff, no bribe, you're wrong. Because this karmic is absolutely bribing and manipulating to an extent with this person. So they believe, Page of Swords, that this individual has been hiding, hoarding, or keeping money or things of financial gain from them. Or it's possible they just are saying, you owe me. After all these years, you owe me. And I want back every dime I ever gave you. And this person is also throwing things into their face. Like, I bought you that Gucci belt. I bought you that iPhone. I bought you those name brand sunglasses. I bought you that watch. Like, you know, I bought you that Prada bag, or, you know, stuff like that. Somebody's definitely throwing it in their face. Like, I bought you all that and you're going to leave it and I want it back. And this person's like, wow, you're an Indian giver. Amazing. I thought that you gave me that out of the kindness of your heart. I thought you did that because you love me. But no, I find out you did that for your own selfish purposes to control me. And this karmic is like, no, I did give it to you at the time because I loved you. But when I found out the dirt you were doing, I think I'll just go ahead and take that back now. Because I didn't give you all that stuff for you to go off and enjoy it with somebody else. So it is what it is. And this person's embarrassed at being caught. And now they're kind of going to be running off distant, pushed away off into the outlands, you know, because they felt forced to leave. Someone here is going to feel forced to leave, and that is the juicy tea. They're like forced. It's like, get out. And they're like, I'm shocked that this person has me by the BALLS like this. How could you have me like this? And someone's like, they hustled you good. The person that could be the hustler here right now, the karmic, I feel very strong Leo and Scorpio energy. Also Taurus and Virgo. That's like the prominent energy. The person that I think is being caught and caught up and hustled, I believe is a Virgo, a Sagittarius, or a Libra. And I feel like they may have a Cancerian Venus or a perhaps Cancerian moon. But yeah, I feel like that's the person that's going to be embarrassed, and it's very hard for them to handle. Their pride has been hurt. And it could even be Sag strong. You know, there's a lot of strong Sag here. But either way, okay, so here's the karmic doing what they're doing. Let's get an oracle here. Karmic is really not playing games today. The tea just spilled out so harsh. Spirit, what does the karmic oracle reveal? Let's see. So we got awaken your magic. And this really talks pretty strongly about a messenger. And the owl of truth is wisdom, intuition, and knowledge. It's the great snow owl, and he's bringing over the pentacle. The pentacle stands for all the elements. So he's carrying power with him. And he's coming in just like this is one of the most important messages you're ever going to get. One of the most honest, powerful messages. And the karmic is really laying it powerfully down. And then we have life's blood, which is an ending. It's death. It's a sweet death, not a bitter death. And it's the sweet release of this toxic situation. So we have death twice. That's not going to go unnoticed. We have Ten of Swords, the skeeve, scythe, whatever you want to call it, and death. Pretty telling. All right, so this is about inspiration and ideas. An owl flight heads towards you. The light of the moon illuminates his ivory wings, and he prepares to land before this person with a pentacle clutched in his talons. This is a new inspiration, and it can often feel like the arrival of this bird, like it came out of nowhere. And sometimes, like the owl, it disappears very quickly, just as fast as it appeared. Scurrying for a pen and a piece of paper to jot down what's happening before it disappears. So this comes out of nowhere. I feel like the oracle is whoever's dealing with the karmic, this is out of left field. They didn't see it coming. It's out of nowhere. It's a shock to them. It says if you've drawn this card, it suggests that you are not only in receipt of a brainwave or creative spark, but that now is the ideal time to make use of it. Once we have become awakened by the magic of our imagination, we must consider ways we can manifest this idea into the physical world. Have you had an idea or a thought that could change your whole life? Have you come up with a better way of doing something or found the solution to a problem? Think of this as a practical way to become released from your mind and it born into reality. I just see it as this is a shock for the person receiving it, and they never saw this fight coming. But the karmic had been planning it the whole time. With life's blood, it talks about endings. And that is the overall underall energy. And I would say so with Ten of Swords, a painful relief. You know, a painful death that brings relief. And then the scathe, which obviously cuts and creates the end. So this is a mysterious woman, and she's representing the Reaper. And it's usually dressed in black, but this one tends to be foreboding in character. Her silvery hair and her youthful appearance reminds us that not endings need to be tragic or unwelcome. Some endings, even though sad or unexpected, bring a relief, and it helps those things or people that are unhealthy to leave, or if they've outstayed their welcome, to be gone. In sense, the lifeblood can be a positive card, encouraging acute awareness, knowing when something is over. However challenging that may be, it can assist in both your personal life and your spiritual life. An ending is upon the people here in the karmic reading, and they know it's necessary or unavoidable. And this is a part of this message. The Reaper is not a figure to fear, but to respect, and in some cases, appreciate. All right. You know, had the karmic never come up with this proof or evidence, this person may have very well stayed stuck. And that would have been sad. So this person actually gave this individual relief, because they would have stayed stuck in the situation. How long? 10 more years? 4 more years? 5 more years? What? And so this is supposed to be a relief. What's going to be upcoming in that conversation. Let's see. Or what's going to be said. What's going to be said, Spirit? I want to communicate with you, but it's not time yet. Look at that. My karmic situation is ending. Wow. Can't say that enough. You know? And that's what comes out. That's just the honest truth. And they want to talk about it, you know, but they're going to be shocked. They're not going to be ready to discuss the drama that just went down in Karmicville. It's very embarrassing. Ouch. Bottom of the deck is keeping secrets. Not telling you everything. There's more to the situation than meets the eye. Even though the karmic found out a lot of truth, a lot of tea, a lot of secrets, there is still much, much more that the karmic does not know. And I think that's the truth that the karmic may never hear. You know what they say? If you see a rat, it's not the only rat. There's probably 100 more in hiding. Don't think just because you caught them once or even a few times, that's the only time they've ever done it. They've done it a lot more than you know. And so I think that's definitely part of the truth here in Karmicville, is that there may be quite a bit of evidence, but imagine the mountain of truth that is still secret today. Under that, we have the blame game. Blocked. Wow. Feeling restricted, blocking communication, and or emotional walls up. The karmic's like, I don't want to say anything else to you. Don't talk to me. Don't text me. Just remember, you've got a couple months to get your affairs in order, and I want you gone out of my life. And that's going to leave that person feeling out of control, vulnerable, and scared in an unknown energy. And I don't think the karmic could care less, honestly. I'm not saying the karmic's not going to walk away without a tear or without emotions, but you've got to remember, this karmic has been preparing for this day. And it was like perfect timing. You know, the karmic planned it out, Knight of Pentacles. All the T's crossed, all the I's dotted. You know, they made sure that this was the right moment. This was the right day. This was the right time for them to lay it out. And yeah, it may shock that individual, but it sure doesn't shock the karmic. The karmic is like, I'm far from surprised. I was surprised when it happened, says the karmic. When I first found out, I was upset. We fought. I cried. You denied it. You didn't take my tears seriously. You didn't take my warnings seriously. I warned you, but you kept on. Four of Pentacles, you never stopped. You just kept doing what you were doing. And the karmic kept pulling away more and more distant in this relationship until there was nothing left. It was like they started sleeping in separate rooms every now and then. They stopped texting each other very much throughout the week. They only really spoke when they needed something from one another, like, did you get this done? Did you get that done? Did you pick this up? Can you pay this? Oh, I need you to come pick me up. You know, I'm stuck over here with my car. I need you to come get me out of the situation. It was like they only reached out for important things. It was never, I miss you, baby. What are you doing? What are you up to? What are you wearing? Or I'm thinking about you. I mean, it was never a conversation like that, like they used to have, because that person was way too busy communicating with whoever they've been sneaking around with on the karmic. And just to get a little more tea, I would like to see what that person was doing. You know, what are the receipts? What's the evidence that the karmic has stacked up against this person? Let's see if we could take a look. Okay. All right, so we're going to see what kind of receipts this person has. Okay, they don't want me to use this deck. It's like getting stuck. Let's see. Different deck. Okay, we'll use this deck. The New Moon Oracles. What has been happening that the karmic discovered and is kind of throwing into this person's face? It could be that secret love child that nobody knows about. Could be seeing their ex and nobody knows about it. Could be a secret, whole nother family, whole nother relationship. Could be really intense. I don't know. Oh. So we have the soulmate card as far as secrets, tea, juice. We also have the return. So the karmic is like, I know you returned to this person, this ex, this lover. Could be a fire sign soulmate. Okay? And they're like, I know. And I know you've done it many times, cycles. This wasn't the first time. It wasn't the only time. You kept going back to this soulmate over and over and over again. So, wow, there's that tea. You keep going back to that soulmate. Yeah, we have guide, which is the hermit, purge, and self-worth. They're like, part of the fight is, what does it make you feel better? Does it make you feel better that she still wants you or that he still wants you? Do you feel better? You know, and that's what they're going to say in this argument. Do you feel better? That you've been going back to this person the whole time, and they're saying, go ahead, go back. If that's your love, if that's the love of your life, if that's your soulmate, if she or he is everything to you, go on. They're throwing it in their face. If that's your soulmate, go on. Why didn't you stick with that person in the first place? Why didn't you just stay with that person? I know you've been going back to see them over and over and over. Even though you told me you purged, you got rid of that person, that they were no longer in your life. You promised me, you told me, but then you were sneaking off. Hermit guide card, the lantern. You were quietly sneaking off and sneaking away to go see this individual. And you had no idea that I was following you, or I knew. And it's like, look at these two together. Someone took that picture of them. So the karmic is the third party taking pictures of the two people together. The karmic is like, here's a picture, here's a photo. I have a photo of you two together. I know, I saw you guys. I know you went back to this person more than once in cycles. And they're like, no. They're like, no, sometimes you weren't seeing them. And you're like, I'm aware of the times that you were not. seeing them, but I am also aware of the times that you were. Abandoned. Contemplation. Third party. Just leave that there. So what's under third party? We have devotion and stuck. So they're like, kind of like, I know you never got over this person. You said you did, but you didn't. The truth is, you always looked back in contemplation, looking back to return to this person that you probably never should have left. And so the karmic is like, I don't know why you left that third party in the first place. If you wanted them so bad this whole time, why didn't you just go? Why did you waste your time here with me? And that's a lot of the question. If you loved them so much, why was I even involved? Asks the karmic. So what is this person's answer? Because the receipts are here. Someone's got photographs of the cheating, and it's been years. And they're like just waiting for the right moment to spring this on them. And this person, what is this person going to say? Because remember, the karmic situation's ending. We've got a lot of death, a lot of ending energy here. Ten of Swords, the skeeve. Justice is here. You know, this is supposed to happen. But what is this person going to say? The Star. They're going to say, I can't help it. I just wanted to heal my relationship with this person. They're going to say, I abandoned that person and I hurt them and I was just trying to make them feel better. I was trying to, I don't know, fix a broken situation. I was just trying to fix things, mend things between us in some way. We were really hurt out of a situation and we never really had closure. We never really had any healing. And so this person's like, I was trying to do the right thing. I didn't mean to hurt them and I didn't mean to hurt you. I was just trying to heal a very wounded situation. And they're going to say, listen, I know you're against it and everybody else is against it. And nobody wants me back with that soulmate. Nobody wants me to see her or him. Nobody wants me to even talk to that soulmate. Everyone's against me. Nobody wants me to be with that person. But I can't let them go with the devil card. They're like, I can't. I've tried. And they're going to give some excuse. It's a sexual addiction. Or, I don't know what's wrong with me. Maybe they're using black magic. Or, you know, it's against my will. Like, you know, I couldn't help it. Like, I don't know why I did what I did. It's out of my character. There's going to be some kind of defense. Like, I didn't have control of myself like I should have. And someone's going to say, I was just trying to be a good father. I was just trying to keep in touch with her or him for our child or the children. You know, we've got that Emperor energy, 3 times now in the reading? So this person's like, you know, I was just wearing a mask, which is a lie because it's in reverse. I was just wearing a mask with that person. I was just doing it to see the children or see the child. I was trying to keep that relationship going. Could be an 8-year-old child perhaps, or a 5-year-old. And they're like, I was just back and forth trying to have a relationship with my child, with that person. The karmic's not going to buy it. Like, I'm not going to buy your BS. 7 of Pentacles in reverse. Like, you really gave this up and you were only there for the child. You were only there for the children. Give me a break. I know what you were doing because I have proof. I have evidence. So why were you all alone without a child kissing this woman or sleeping with this man? Why were you texting them, you know, at 2, 3 in the morning? Why were you visiting them at their job with no child in sight? It's like, I have the receipts and the evidence, and you're going to sit here and tell me that you were only communicating with them for other reasons? That's bull. Or there's another excuse. I was just friends with them from high school. We were just kids together. I've known them since childhood. I grew up with them and they're my friend. And I know that you would never let me be friends with them. So I hid it. So I kept it a secret. That's their excuse. Like, we grew up together. And the karmic's like, here's the evidence. Here's the proof. You were caught. I have pictures. I have receipts. I have hotel room receipts. I have evidence for all these years that that's a lie. And maybe it was a few years ago. Maybe they haven't even seen this person for like the last year or two. Either way, the karmic is going to bring it up at the right time to bring on some kind of a divorce or a Ten of Swords death, again, ending of a situation. It doesn't matter when this happened. The karmic is going to bring it up because they want this over. And they're like, I'm not going to waste any more time in this relationship. Maybe it's going on 7 years or something. I don't know, 5 years. But they're like, I'm not going to waste another minute. So I'm done with you. 5 of Pentacles, you're going to go ahead and go be in the dark night of the soul. 10 of Wands, I've been weighed down with you and your problems for a very long time. And I'm glad to get you off my back. I'm glad. And so like they're just waiting for that right moment. And, you know, like I said in Karmicville, they want some kind of payoff with the Pentacles. They're like, you owe me. I want money. There's some kind of a bribe going on. But it's like, I want it. And you're going to bring it to me. It's like you're not going to get away with it. If you think for 1 second I'm just going to walk away and act like I don't remember, you're wrong. They want their payoff. I don't know, there's some kind of a bribe, guys. It's like, what is this bribe? Anyways, I don't think it matters. We got to the juiciness of this karmic reading and someone's just busted, so it is what it is. What lies in the future? Let's take a look. What lies in the future? Because the karmic knows that this person is devoted and devil cards stuck in a relationship with whoever they're seeing and there's no way out. Like the karmic is like, I know you have a child with this person, so they're never going to really be out of your life. You know, they're always going to be around. You're always going to have communication and connection. So I know that. Or it's like you grew up together. You were children together and you're always going to have a connection. Your parents know each other or their neighbors or whatever. And it's like, I can't get rid of that. I can't change that connection. They know all your friends or whatever. So, you know, the karmic's accepting that this is the death of it because they can't really get rid of the soulmate energy. Because with the star card and the guidance coming in a few times, that really signifies that that person's been significantly guided towards that connection. And to be honest, the karmic almost admits, you know what? That's your soulmate. You should go be with her, or you should go be with him. Maybe they're the person you're meant to be with. And this person's like, no, it's not. And they're like, no, don't give me that. Okay? You haven't got rid of them in all this time. You can't. You can't help it. You want them. Just maybe they are your soulmate. And that's a little bit of the truth that I think the karmic is ready to accept. Like, you know, as long as you guys have been together, why don't you just go do it at this point? That person doesn't want to leave so easy though, you know, they're like, no, they're embarrassed, you know, they're embarrassed. They're shocked and they're obviously, they don't know what to do with all the money or stuff this person says they owe them. They don't know how to deal with that. So there's a little bit of, how am I going to correct this? But the truth is in the pudding. And you know what? Eventually, Klaus Michelson accepted Rebecca and Marcellus. It took him a very long time to accept their relationship. But once he finally did, everything was better. Once he accepted that they were going to be together and they loved each other, and he got over his own feelings about it, everybody was more happy. And he was happy for them. And I do think eventually in Karmicville, the karmic is eventually going to just be happier that this was an ending that needed to happen. And they weren't supposed to be together. Enough is enough. It's like a sweet blessing. Just take it. So anyways, what's coming up for the karmic? What will the karmic be karmicking in their future after this is closed? Case closed, right? Aw. So the karmic is not going to be alone forever. They're going to go find their own spiritual connection. The karmic is almost inspired at the soulmates. So they're almost inspired. They're just like, you know what? They have a really nice, deep connection, even though it's been drama. Like they have one. Just like Klaus looked at Rebecca and Marcel and he thought, I want love, you know? And so this karmic's like, I want love. If they have a deep connection with someone, why can't I? And so they're going to go and connect with somebody spiritually. There's a relationship that goes beyond this lifetime that the karmic gets to go encounter. 7/7 on the clock. That might be a sign for the karmic, somebody with the number 77. Maybe they were born in 1977 or, excuse me, or they could have had a July 7th birthday perhaps, or a 7th, you know, that could be a message. The other cards that come out for the karmic in the future are physical touch is important. For some of us, nothing is more important than a tender touch. All right, so they're going to be affectionately loved by another person whose love language is physical. And it's not just going to be this cold-hearted, sleep in a distant bed relationship whenever they're mad. It's going to be much more intimate and loving. Look, both of these are beautiful holding hands, looking eye to eye and physically involved. Hasta Nakshatra may be a big message for that karmic. Then we have forgiveness. Nothing can be gained by holding on to past disappointments. They're going to forgive themselves for being caught up in that karmic connection because they were angry. And look, there's holding of the hands again. Hasta Nakshatra. Yeah, this karmic definitely has Hasta Nakshatra in their chart, or they're going to be with a Hasta Nakshatra person. But this karmic was just like, I needed to forgive myself for everything. And I needed to forgive them and not carry grudge and just slow down and get excited for what's ahead of me. Because there is someone. And they're going to have dreams. And there could even be a Pisces energy. Look at the fish. And you know what all these cards represent, Pisces and Virgo? They represent the exact eclipses that are happening right now, the eclipse energy, which in Vedic sidereal astrology, not tropical, is happening in Pisces and Virgo. The lunar eclipse happened in Hasta, Nakshatra in Virgo, and the solar eclipse on the 8th is going to be in Revati, Pisces. So that's amazing. That's beautiful. It's like, this is the divine timing. This is the guidance. This is the moment. It's like the universe was waiting for the eclipse to eclipse this relationship out. They may have got together during an eclipse, and now it's ending during eclipse. That could be the whole timing of their relationship karma. It was all timed within these eclipses. When they got together, it was brought up by an eclipse, and now they're leaving during an eclipse. Huh. That is awesome. So guys, that's what I see happening in Karmicville. The shock that person must feel is incredible. Again, just to reiterate real quick before we go, they never saw it coming. The karmic is going to lay it on real thick to this person about all the evidence they've had stacked up against them for so long. And that person's going to have no choice but to put their head down to their chagrin and their embarrassment and just accept the cards that have been dealt and deal with the facts and the tea that this is over. And there's no denying the evidence or the information that the karmic has. And if we can just say the dirt the karmic has on them is incredible. There's no denying it. And more than anything, like I said, the hustler got hustled, and the betrayer now feels betrayed. And maybe that's karma. But nonetheless, this karmic situation is ending. And that is the tea that cannot be unspilt. Right there. Cannot be. Oh, there it is. I remember they want to communicate, but it's not time. People need some time away. And if I were them, I would totally embrace that hermit card. It's like, I'm going to have to spend some serious time alone. I just want to go be alone in my embarrassment or in my sadness and my grief. Like I want to go alone, recalibrate, get my head together, figure out my life. I just want to be alone right now. And I think that person that gets embarrassed, honestly, they just want to be alone right now. And they are. They're going to be alone. And they're going to think about everything they did. It is what it is. Well, that's the end. Thank you guys for watching the Eclipse Karmic Tea edition. This is what I foresee. This is what's predicted. I appreciate you guys for watching. Please hit the like button. I hope you subscribe. I offer free readings on Saturdays. I offer 6 people a free reading. As long as they're alive in my chat, they can get a free reading. 6 of them. If I'm attracted to your name, your picture, if I feel pulled to you, I will call you. And I definitely don't want to call the same people over and over again. So I definitely look out for new people all the time. So please subscribe, hit the bell icon so you don't miss that. Please watch my other videos. There may be another video calling to you for a more deep personal look at your situation. So just go here on YouTube and click my live. It's at the top next to videos. It should say live. Then you're going to click on that and see all my recent work, all my videos. And you can find whatever title and thumbnail picture suits you that you feel called to, because it's all timeless. And if you're looking for something more intimate with me, something private, I offer personal readings. It's there on my website. I also sell these tarot cards and oracles on my website. I also offer personal coaching. So it's a 6-week thing that we can do together, and we do tarot, we do oracles, we do your astrology chart, and we look into what you need done, and we get you some help. And we just need to schedule when is a good time to start those sessions. By the way, that is free if you are an Ultimate member on my website. I just wanted to bring that up real quick. I offer 4 free readings a month over there for the Ultimate members. And you get free classes. I teach Vedic Astrology, Intro 101, and How to Read Tarot, Upright and Reverse. I have those pre-recorded classes, and they're free for you if you're a member. And I give you 20% off my store and my shops, and I give you 50% off an emergency reading. I also include you in the 100 Club membership for free, and now I am also offering free coaching if you want it. So if you can consider being an Ultimate member, that's available on my website. For everyone else, you can just order those things separately if you'd like. And that's it. I'll see you guys in the next video. I'll be doing I don't know, we'll see what happens. Maybe a zodiac sign reading next. But I'll see you over there in a few minutes. I love you guys. Remember, this is a journey, not a destination. So you just keep swimming. Thank you for watching, Brandy. And thank you, Allie. You love my prior videos. Thank you so much. Thank you guys for tuning in today. I love you, Brandy. Hi, Asia. Hi, Nicolette. Aw. I love your guys' comments. I'll see you soon, Mia. Your cards will be coming out soon. Christina, your messages will be sent out very soon. I look forward to getting together with you guys. Hey, Steven. Bye, Markers. All right. I'll see you guys in the next video if you want to join me. I'm going to go see who voted on what for the next zodiac sign reading. I'll go take a look over there. All right, guys. Love you.